us. It's been a while since we've had a chance to visit. I think maybe November of last year. Does that sound right? Something like that. Well, I missed you. So every once in a while, I like to get together and just say hi and, update you on the fantastic construction project, which we are all loving at this point, right? Will it ever end? Yes, it will. No, it's not. I was just talking to a community the other day that was in their 7th year of construction. And I'm like, that just sounds terrible. We've been through 15. Thank you very much. So, buck up. So our mission is enriching lives through inspired experiences. Did everybody know that? That's a pretty good mission, isn't it? Our vision, we are dedicated to providing a nurturing, purposeful, connected, and abundant life for all we serve. How am I doing in the back now? All right. Our core values, we're resident-centered always. Community operation with inclusion and integrity. People first. Dedicated and engaged associates. Are you dedicated and engaged?
Yep.
Yes, you are. Financial stewardship. What does that mean? We try not to go broke, right? That's what that means. Innovative and nurturing culture. Environmentally conscious. Our guiding principles. We provide hospitality and first-class service in a secure, warm, and inviting community. I think that's true. We provide premier health care that promotes and encourages independence, physical, social, spiritual, and intellectual growth while treating everyone with dignity and respect. Is that us?
Amen.
Oh, I think so. We communicate well and often. Yes, we're working on that. This is about communication today, as a matter of fact. We find unique ways to bring joy to our residents and associates. Are you joyful?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you are. We consider the impact of our actions on the world, and we do our best to make the world a better place. I think that's true. We seek and adopt innovative solutions, and we act honestly with ourselves and others. So there's 3 or 4 programs that really separate Westminster from other senior living communities that aren't as good as Westminster, right? One of those is Extraordinary Impressions. I think you have a handout, and so you can all help me, because my eyes are not as good as they used to be, and help me read Hospitality Promise number 1. We greet you warmly by name and with a smile. Yes. Number 2, we treat everyone with courteous respect. Number 3, we anticipate your needs and act accordingly. Number 4, we listen and respond enthusiastically in a timely manner. Even if you've asked us to go to the bathroom 4 times? Yeah, that's right, Bobby. Good answer. Number 5, we hold ourselves and one another accountable. Number 6, we make you feel important. Number 7, we embrace and value our differences. Number 8, we ask, is there anything else I can do for you? Number 9, we maintain high levels of professionalism both in conduct and appearance at all times. Number 10, we pay attention to the details. Right. We do all that stuff?
Yep.
Every day. Love it. All right, so we also... Extra miles. Yes, yes. Extra enthusiasm even, right? Yes. Because some people do need to go to the bathroom like 12 times a day. 20 times a day. And it's not their fault, right? It's just it's the age sometimes, it's the disease, the medication, lots of things, right? That's what happens when you're a senior. So if I need to go to the bathroom 20 times a day and I live here, are you going to help me go to the bathroom? I love you all. I knew that. Okay. So let's talk about safety promises for a minute. We really do want to be safe because we like you. We don't want you to get hurt. We want you to take the safe way to do everything. We want you to have the tools you need to safely do your job. We don't want you falling on a slippery lemon that's left on the floor in the kitchen. We don't want you jumping off of a chair ladder, tractor, car. We want you to be safe. So safety promise number 1, I promise not to take shortcuts in my job duties that could lead to injuries. That makes sense, right? Yeah, don't take shortcuts that might hurt you. Number 2, I promise to always think about safety before I complete a task. Okay? Number 3, I promise to always use the necessary equipment for my job. Makes sense? I promise to always be aware of my surroundings. So if you see something unsafe, report it, right? If you see that slippery lemon wedge on the floor, what are you going to do? Pick it up, throw it away, right? I promise to always use proper lifting techniques. Why? Because we don't want you to hurt your back, right? We don't want you on light duty. Worse than that, we don't want to see you not here, right? Okay. Bobby always cutting to the truth, that's right. Number 6, I promise to make sure my coworkers work safely. Yes, we will judge you if you are not working safely, and that's okay because that's a safety promise. Who developed these safety promises, by the way? That's right, you all did, right? We did together. All right, number 7, I promise that if I do not know how to perform a task safely, I will ask, right? If I don't know how that piece of equipment works, I'm going to ask, right? All right. Safety promise number 8, I promise to communicate potential hazards to my supervisor. When? Immediately, right? So if there's an uneven place in the driveway and somebody might fall, or somebody's lit their apartment on fire, you're going to report that when? Immediately, that's right. Okay, number 9, I promise to communicate potential hazards with my supervisor immediately. Why is it on there twice?
It's not.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Hey.
8 and 9.
Listen,
Sorry.
I'm not getting crazy. We're missing a safety promise. All right, don't you do that to me. Okay, but my favorite safety promise of all is number 10, and that's been a recent safety promise. And what does it say? It says, I promise I will contribute to a safer transportation environment for myself, my colleagues, and our community. Does that mean abiding by the speed limit? Yes, it does. Does that mean if you're driving a Cadillac, you won't try to park in a compact space? Yes, it does. Does that mean we follow all the rules? Yes, it does. Because none of us wants to run over one of our associates, right? We love our coworkers. We want to treat them with courteous respect. Certainly running them over with your car is not courteous respect, right? Love our neighbors, love our coworkers. Let's treat everybody with courteous respect, even while you're driving, even if you're running late for work, okay? If you're running late for work, you can't find a parking space, I'd rather you take your time and safely park, okay? I think all of us would. So let's be safe out there. Let's be safe here. Let's follow the rules. Abide by the speed limits. Don't run over any coworkers. Don't run over the private sitters either, because they are doing a job as well. And especially don't run over residents, because we need them. Okay. Another program that Westminster has that nobody else has really is person-centered care. And so some of you might not know this, but a lot of you do. When I came here to Westminster in 2008, we were a 1-star building, and we received 4 stars in the first 6 months of us working together, implementing person-centered care. And the 5th star we picked up in the next 6 months, and we maintained that 5-star rating for how many years? Anybody?
16? 15, 16?
17. So close. Yes. How long have I been here, Brooks?
1 more year than me. So
18 years. Okay. So a big part of that was implementing this person-centered care philosophy, right? And these are the promises. I'm not going to go through the detail, but I do want you to understand that this is something that separates Westminster from everybody else. And what we do is we really listen to our residents, and we try to provide them a culture and a community that supports them. It's how we deliver care, it's how we build relationships, and it's how we support our residents in living their best life. So in turn, all of our associates can live their best life. CARE stands for Centered Around Resident Empowered Services. Some of you might still have the blue t-shirt that we started with many, many years ago. But the main promises are voices drive improvement. So we're listening to our residents and associates when we make improvements around Westminster. We put relationships before tasks. We perform safety with dignity and freedom. So we're not making everybody sit in their chairs and having a lousy day. We do try to support our residents in having a fun day filled with dignity and freedom and safely. Families are our partners, right? We don't hide from our families, we embrace them, we work with them. They're a part of our care continuum, right? Purpose matters at every age. How many of you in this room, by a show of hands, know that our residents are doing incredible things every day, right? Yeah. Even 99 years old, they're doing pottery that they've never done before. Some of them are artists. They're doing presentations, they're fundraising, they're volunteering at our organization and others. They certainly have purpose that matters. Every person is known, so we will honor each resident's life story, preferences, and goals every day. That's who we are. Choices shape daily lives. Listening comes first. We will listen first and act with respect and empathy. Care is a shared decision, meaning that every resident should be involved in the care decisions. And people over procedures, right? We care about the people, and that's what we're trying to bring residents joy and help them enjoy their life. How many of you are members of the West Nest? Raise your hand proud. Ooh, some of you have some work to do. How many of you have a cell phone? Raise your hands like you mean it. So everybody here has a cell phone? That is awesome. You see that QR code? If you scan that right now, if you don't have West Nest, you can get it. So scan that QR code and activate it on your phone. It's a cool app that you can use to communicate, and there's some really cool things going on there. The month of June, there are going to be quizzes based on the handout that you were given today. And if you respond quickly, you can get gift cards and other prizes, okay? So you want to scan that QR code again? Some of you that haven't done it so far? So associates chose what we had for our picnic earlier in May, right? We had a picnic, an all-associate picnic. That food was chosen through West Nest. You also named our new community classic car to celebrate our 60th anniversary next year, and her name is going to be Pearl. And this is what she looks like. Yay, 44% of you voted on Pearl. I wanted to be Wilma, but that's okay. You win, because I am associate-centered, right? Okay. If you haven't had a chance, do sign up for West Nest. It's really cool. It's a great way to communicate. You can pick up some good deals there through the West Nest warehouse. Do stay engaged with us. There's going to be constantly new information going out on that. And I invite you to stay engaged with us, right? Okay. Safety event, June the 11th, 1:30 to 3 o'clock in Harrisville Hall. That's right here. Test your emergency readiness. Join us for a hands-on review of our disaster manual safety procedures. That sounds fascinating, folks. I'm telling you. Giveaways for participants and raffle prizes, and you all get to know what to do in an emergency. Okay? Anybody care about the Westminster expansion? Should we just skip these slides? How many? Oh, okay. All right, so we are, this is the completion phase. That's the good news. So That's right, it's the good news. The 15 years of construction will finally come to an end, early 2027. Yeah. I think last time we talked, it was gonna be late 2026. Everybody knows what we're doing. We're doing some really cool things. None of these things generate any revenue. They're cool amenities, upgrades to the Laurel Dining Room. Yes, we're adding a cocktail lounge. Don't ever call it a bar. Because bar it's not very marketable, is it, Jordan? There's gonna be multi-purpose space, activity space, new chapel, new conservatory. We're gonna connect A and B wings of the Preston building. That'll make it easier for our residents to get around. And we're gonna have a cafe, coffee shop, a new day spa, some really cool amenities on the first floor. This is what the cocktail lounge looks like. Pretty nice, Laurel Cocktail Lounge. This is the dining room, the Laurel Dining Room. I can't wait to see how we clean those light fixtures. Actually, we're not getting those. Sorry, Stephanie, we're not getting those, yes. I love you guys. Okay, so the cafe on the outside kind of looks like this. It'll have nano walls that can open up, so when we do our kickoff party, which is coming up this month, the next time we do it, we'll be able to open up those nano walls and really have a great space. And then the pickleball courts or the screens up on the top. This is the conservatory, so this is being created in the Preston courtyard. It's really cool space. It also has nano walls and a deck above it with raised planter beds. I think this is really going to be a neat courtyard, and it's also ADA accessible. You can see the bridge that connects first, second, and third floor of the Preston building in the background there. So really going to improve the lives of the residents, and us too, I think. Fireplace, so that behind the fireplace, that beautiful brown baffled wall, that is a new generator that'll power the Preston building. And the Windsor generators will power its Windsor building completely. So it's up to 7 days. That's one of the big upgrades. So if we ever lose power in an ice storm or something like that, we'll be able to be self-sufficient. This will be outdoor dining outside of the Laurel as well. This is the west courtyard. Behind those hedges is a new dog park for the residents to use. This is the inside of the conservatory.
Wow.
Gonna be nice. I can't wait to see how we clean those bulbs. Stephanie, that is real. Sorry. And the live wall, that's gonna be fantastic. And yes, those are real trees inside the conservatory. That is gonna be so much fun. This is the cafe. Great place to get coffee. All right, second floor. So the conservatory is 2 stories tall. On the second floor across from our current library, we'll get a new library that's about twice the size of the current library. And then we have a new chapel that'll be on the second floor. You can see that in the upper middle. And that's the chapel that's replacing a resident apartment on the second floor of the Preston. Third floor, we get a deck on top of the conservatory. You can see the raised planters up at the top of the conservatory. There'll be a pre-function space and a ramp and storage rooms that run along the side here. And then I'll go up to a club room, which will be right there. And then the pickleball courts will be on the other side of that. So some pretty cool spaces. And this is what the club room looks like. And this is facing the Harrisville Hall. And so we'll have a ping pong table, pool table in the back of the room, and then it'll be overlooking the pickleball courts. And that's kind of what they look like. And so I expect to have a pickleball tournament with several of you here, as well as some residents. Looking forward to it. Yes, we will. The rumor is true. There's a game room, arcade, pinball machines, foosball, and a bowling alley. Not sure of any senior living communities that have that. All right, progress photos. We are making progress. So the corridor no longer goes down the middle of the dining room, which is probably a good idea, right? We now wrap around the dining room. This is you can see that they're putting stone up, new glass, storefronts, conservatory. I will send a link out and let us start watching the conservatory being built, but the steel is much more intense now. It's really picking up speed. This is a Windsor addition, so a lot of the amenity spaces, used to be the underground visitor parking area. So all of that's being built out. You can see the stud walls being built. This is also amenity space. Preston lobby, so what we're doing in the Preston lobby is we're wrapping around the core elevator. The core elevators, I should say. And that'll be completed probably by October. This is a cocktail lounge, so that you can see that half wall sheetrock there that's where the bar goes in the cocktail lounge. This is some of the Laurel Diner in the cocktail lounge again. Here's the dates. So it looks like we're probably looking at late July, early August for the dining room, the activity center. So that's this year. Those of you that said what year? That'll be this year, July, August. And I think what's happening, we're adding a sprinkler system to the Preston building, and it's kind of complicated things. And what we had was a zone that's being built, new construction, and then when we have sprinkler system that's being installed in the rest of the Preston, and the two are in conflict with the city, and you're getting confused that how this gets permitted, but we're working through all of that. So it's holding up some sprinkler inspections for us. The activity center multi-purpose space down A wing will all be completed in July, August timeframe. So we should have a temporary certificate of occupancy to start using those spaces. And then, like I said, the Preston lobby, most of it will be done in October 26th. The West Courtyard, so the rain garden, was completed in April 2026. The City of Austin's idea of a rain garden in mind is a little different. This is the big concrete retaining pond on the back of the Preston building. The conservatory level 1, 2, and 3 will be finished January 2027. Windsor level 1 will probably be finished January 2027. This may be early January, depends on how quickly we can get the inspections completed. But it likely won't be finished before Christmas. Main courtyard, so October 2026, 2/3 of the courtyard, the 2/3 nearest the Preston lobby will open up, and then the area around the conservatory, we won't get that until probably late November. So maybe in time for the holidays, but likely November. The cafe courtyard, this is South Courtyard, which we call West Courtyard. And then the Jackson Avenue courtyard is a new courtyard. That'll be probably finished late November. Group fitness is the last thing. So what happens is we get a new day spa, and then we take the current salon offline, and then we add that space to the group fitness. That's the last part of the job. It'll probably be late January, early February before we get that done. And then we'll stop. You believe me? On the campus? True story. Okay.
On the campus.
On the campus, I said. On the campus. Okay. All right, I love you guys. Awards and accomplishments. It's been a pretty cool year so far. I don't know whether your department heads tell you about these great things or not, but we have picked up some awards. So keep up the great work, all of you. Since we met in late 2025, you can see U.S. News and World Report, Best Nursing Home, Long-Term and Short-Term Care, J.D. Power Awards for the 7th consecutive year. Fitch upgraded our Westminster investment rating to BBB with a positive outlook. None of you care about that but me and Liz and Sarah. But anyway, it matters. 2026 USA Graphic Design Award for our website redesign, which is really cool. If you haven't seen it, go to our website and check it out. Platinum Creative Award for 2024-25 Westminster Book Festival. A couple of our residents, Judy Noodleman and Robbie Osley, were named to the 2026 80 over 80 class by Family Elder Care. If you see those residents, congratulate them. They've been in the news a couple times too in the last month. Leading Age Texas, 2026 Excellence in Community Impact. So you're about to start your Alzheimer's fundraising, right? How many of you are going to support that by a show of hands? Yes, that's exactly right. Thank you so much. That's going to make a big difference, and that's part of the reason we won the Community Impact Award. 2026 Communitas Award for Excellence in Community Service. Life Care Services Signature Achievement Award. So we were the best community in the country for Life Care Services signature experiences, with its extraordinary impressions, heartfelt connections, and our Navigate program. Best in the country, 150 communities. Yes, it is amazing. You can give yourself a hand. 2026 Safest Places to Live, AccuShield, most compliant community in the country. 5-star rating for Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, 17th year. And the 800 award from Reputation.com. And then 5-star online Reputation Award, top 5% senior living community across the country, seniors FYI. So all really cool, and you're going to get an umbrella today if you were here, which I think all of you are here. And you'll get, and I think it has 5 stars on it, Westminster Extraordinary to get it. Alzheimer's Texas fundraising. Important information to know, June 12th is the kickoff event, which is when? This Friday, yes. Always a fun time, P. Terry's and Frio's Pops. A $5 minimum donation to the fundraising for the Westminster Alzheimer's team. T-shirts and polos will be available. Alzheimer's hats, including a new Westminster bucket hat, which is very cool. I know not everybody looks great in a bucket hat, but I do. Just saying, I don't know. July 24th is a shrimp oil, $15 minimum donation. You can donate more if you want to. I think that's going to be pretty cool. Westminster Dog Show is August the 21st, September 18th, the silent auction. And our 2026 goal is $67,000. Who thinks we can make it by applause? Let's do it. And Associate Engagement Survey. Yes, it's that time of year again. Survey launches on June the 17th. Survey ends on July the 3rd. When do you need to do your survey again? June 17th. I like it. Survey ends on July the 3rd. Receive your survey to your Westminster Manor email address or receive a paper survey link. Scoring and comments are completely confidential. What did I say? Scoring and comments are completely confidential. We will not track you down, even if you say we suck. We won't. Promise. How many of you are going to fill out your survey? Oh, you got to raise more hands than that. Okay. So this is something we've never done. Will you help me? Will you help me just this one time?
Yes.
Okay. We've never had all departments achieve 90% participation. Can you believe that? That's hard. You're engaged, right? Are you engaged? Are you fired up to be a Westminster associate? I am. I love it here. This is a great place, so let's talk about it. Make sure you fill out your surveys. Help your department reach 90% or better, okay? Hound your department head until you have achieved 90%, okay? All right, we want your input. Make sure you score us. Make sure you provide comments. We use those comments. If you have a suggestion for an improvement for the treehouse, or an improved amenity, or an improved benefit, tell us what those things might be, and let's work on it together, okay? That's all I have. Thank you very much. Thank you for all you do. Appreciate you.